Why, hello there, friends, and welcome back to the channel. If you are new around these parts, hello. Thank you so much for clicking. In today's video, I'm doing a plan with me for the week of January 15th, moving right along, and we love to see it over here. I'm hoping to have 2 plan with me's up this week. We'll see. I swear every time I say that I jinx it and it doesn't happen, but I'm gonna try my bestest. But anyways, for today's spread, I am using this Cyber Monday 2022 mystery, I believe, from Crest Press. I've been on a Cyber Monday kick. I think I mentioned that in my January kit lineup. It's just Cyber Monday over here for January. But yes, I'm using this like celestial theme, just so gorgeous. I think this kit is beautiful. This art is stunning. The colors are amazing, and I'm so glad I finally get to use it. It really gives January or February vibes to me. I think either month would be a perfect time to use it. Obviously, it isn't anytime kit, so you can use it in July if it fancies. If it fancies, if it tickles your fancy. Is that the phrase? That's the phrase. It's fine. Anyways, other than the kit, I am using also the foil bundle from, I was about to say from SPC, from Crest Press. Y'all, I haven't talked at all today. Let's restart this sentence. I am also using the foil bundle that came with this mystery from Crest Press. It's celestial themed and it is a sparkly gold. And I don't know that I would have paired this with sparkly gold otherwise. So I think it's really, I actually love that I paired it because I think it looks absolutely stunning. The way the gold pops off those dark colors really is beautiful. But I don't know if it would have been my first choice had it not come like with the corresponding foil bundle. So I'm glad I just stuck with what I had. I didn't pull anything else in, so it's just a Crest Press kind of spread. And we love that for me and love that for Maggie. So it's all good. But yeah, that's it for like the basics. The basic gist of what you're going to see in the video. If you have questions on any of the stickers, let me know, because we are going to be answering, well, I'm going to be answering the questions that you guys submitted through Instagram. So every once in a while, I will do an Instagram story asking for plan with me questions, just to, I think it helps y'all get to know me a little bit more. And, you know, as I get new followers, new subscribers, it helps them also get to know me a bit more as well. So I always try to do it every so often. And it also helps with giving me something to talk about while I do these, because sometimes I'm just like, ain't nothing going on over here, fam. Like, ain't nothing going on over here, fam. So we're going to do that this video. But before we get into those questions, which I think I already have them. Yeah, I have them ready to go. Go me. Look at me being prepared. Who is she? Anyways, before I get into those questions, I did want to take a little bit of time in this plan with me to talk about a question I've been getting more often than I think I've ever gotten it. And it's like a new interest in Beyonce. It's very interesting to me. So I've had probably 2 or 3 people message me about this, but also in my real life, people have been asking me about this. Like, I think I want to get into her discography. Like, and I understand that. Like, to me, it's like, what? Where you been? But I also understand that because I think that after a certain point, like, she wasn't really, of course she took like a 5-year hiatus or something like that where she wasn't releasing music, but I think after a certain point she wasn't really on the radio either. And if that was the only way, like if you're general public, not a fan, not a stan, if that was the only way you consumed her music, it does make sense that you just kind of fell off. You know. But anyways, most of the questions I've been getting around it are like, I want to get into her discography. Where do I start? And so I thought I would take some time to chat with y'all about that. And in case there are other folks who are thinking about that too. And please, if you are thinking about DMing me and you're nervous about it, first of all, please don't be. Please don't be. Also, if it's about Beyonce, like, child. This is my favorite. This is one of my favorite topics. You know this. So I'm always going to be down to talk about Queen Bee. So anytime. The DMs are open for that and other things, of course. But yeah, so I would suggest if you are trying to get into Bee's discography, you know, people ask what should I start with? Should I start from the beginning? Is there a particular album? I am of the mindset of starting from the beginning because I think the evolution of the artistry is part of the beauty of it, and to be able to experience in the order I think that like fans experienced it in is important. Is it going to make or break your experience? I don't think so, honestly, but that would be my suggestion. If you've heard, like, you know, a lot of people have heard like her first 2-3 albums, which was when she was getting the most radio play, like Single Ladies and I Feel Like Irreplaceable and Crazy in Love, of course. And like, I feel like people are of that era. So if you're of that era, then let's see, you probably start with 4. So that's the, 4 because it's the 4th album. But it's also kind of after that era. I feel like 4 was like Love on Top. So if you know Love on Top, maybe you dabbled in that area a little bit. But that's probably where I'd start if you feel like you have a good footing of her earlier stuff. If you feel like you're brand new to the game or like haven't listened to her in 75,000 years and want to start from the beginning, then I would start with the beginning, Dangerously in Love. Because it really is wild, like the maturity of it, the evolution of the artistry. Yeah, it's cray. I will tell you, I think you hear a lot of what you would expect from her up and through 4. I think once self-titled drops, it's like, what is this? What is this? And I think every album after that subsequently is a lot of, what is this? If you're expecting that same sound from those earlier albums. So there's definitely a clear shift, I think, in the artistry, but that's where I would start. My favorite album is Lemonade. I think it's always going to be my favorite album. And trust me, these albums that have come out recently have really given Lemonade a run for its money. But like, when I think about the visual, the film, really, it's a film. I feel like visual album was more Beyonce, self-titled, but when I think about the Lemonade film, like, bruh, like that is just top tier stuff right there. So, yeah, my suggestion would be to start from the beginning unless you feel like you have a good footing, and then I'd probably start with 4 and keep going. My favorite album is Lemonade, and the film is fan-freaking-tabulous. And I think that's it. Let me know down below if you have a favorite B album. If you're a fan, a stan, let me know. Favorite B album down below. Or if you're just like, I don't really have one, but Texas Hold'em and 16 Carriages are on repeat, that's fair too. You can let me know that too down below. Okay, so now let's get into your questions, which I hope I got quite a few, I feel like, but I hope it takes me through this. Maybe. Okay, so first question is, how long have you been into planning? So I've been planning forever. I think I started planning functionally planning in college. I think that's the first time I really used a planner. But this type of planning, this decorative, like memory planning, started in like 2020, like early 2020, late 2019. I started watching, I've mentioned her before, but I started I started watching Erica Life Vlogs on YouTube. And she actually does budgeting mostly, but at the time she was in planning. And I remember just watching her and just being enamored with what she was doing. And from her, I started watching more planners. And it's funny, she really is a budgeter, like more so than a planner. Like right now, I don't think she even posts like planning content for the most part. She still posts more budgeting content, but I fell in love with planning and budgeting because of her. So that's where I started. And then once I watched her, I branched out into some other budgeter / planners like Romina Rosa. And then I don't know when I just went into full planning. I think I got a little burnt out of budgeting because I used to budget on this channel. I got burnt out of it, and I also found that I had some, I guess, personal struggles with the budgeting and personal finance, like realm of YouTube, of the internets. I'll leave it at that. I just had some real personal struggles with it, as far as like, who is the audience I'm talking to and what is it that I'm telling them to do. Yeah. So anyways, that's basically how long I've been into functional planning since I was in college. So a million years ago, basically. And as far as this type of planning that I do now, like 2020. So it's now been like 4 years, which is cray, but true. Okay. Next question is, are you excited for baseball season? I am excited for baseball season. I'm very excited for baseball season. I love baseball season. Not even just because of the sport itself, but because it means warmer weather, it means summertime, and that is my time to shine. That is when I'm living my best life. Next question is, if you could live anywhere you wanted, no matter the cost, where would you live? You know, this is a good question, because like, ooh, if money was no object, where would I live? Maybe California. Like, if we're talking in the States, maybe California. Because money would have to be no objects. California is so expensive. So money would have to be no object. Or if it was outside of the States, I really don't know if it was outside of the States. So I'm going to go with California for now. If money was no object, I think that's where I'd live. I'm sure there's some place internationally I'd like to go to, but I haven't figured out where that is. If money was no object. Okay. Next question is, favorite food. Oh, girl, I have so many favorite foods. I love pizza. I love rice and beans and chicken. I love plantains in any shape or form. Well, green plantains. Let's be specific. Sweet plantains, I'm like back and forth with. I kind of like them, kind of don't. Gotta be in the mood. But green? Oh my God. I can't. I just cannot. Anyways, why are you so amazing is the next question. Oh my gosh, this is from Amy Ray Plants. You're so sweet. Thank you so much. Why are you so amazing? You're so kind. Thank you. I don't know. I'm just out here trying, like literally just out here trying. Next question, comfort movie / show. Well, my comfort show is always I Love Lucy and Jane the Virgin. Those are my comfort shows forever. Comfort movie, probably Rush Hour. Any of the Rush Hours, because I can basically quote them. I would say 1 and 2 more than 3. I can't really quote 3 as much as 1 and 2, but 1 and 2 I could quote forever, like the whole movie. So yeah. Next question is guilty pleasure food. Ooh, guilty pleasure food. Oh, I don't know if I have like a guilty pleasure food. I just have food that I like. McDonald's French fries are probably the most addicting thing I've ever had in my life. Like, they are just so good. Like, if I could eat that for the rest of my life and not have any health issues or gain any weight, hallelujah. Like, sign me up immediately. I once read like a meme or saw a meme or something that said like a girl's like dream isn't like to get married and have kids, it's to eat without gaining weight. And I was like, yeah. That is very fair. That is very fair. Problematic, but also fair. Next question is, do you like the beach? I do like the beach. I like the beach, but probably not for the reasons that other people like the beach. Like, I don't necessarily like swimming in the beach, which I know is probably weird to folks, but it's because of where I live. Like, the beach is here, the water is freezing cold, and like, these people think they know beaches, and I'm like, y'all don't know beaches. Like, I come from the Caribbean, like, let me show you a beach. So like, I have a love-hate relationship with beaches over here, but I even though I don't swim in them, I love being near the water. Normally I would like being in the water as well, but again, freezing. But I love being near the water. It's my calm, it's my peace. It is just, I don't know how to explain it. The amount of like stress relief that it is just to be near it is like the best thing. The best thing a girl could ever ask for. Truthfully. Okay, next question, which my phone just went dark, so, okay. Are you excited for spring? Yes. Anytime warm weather is coming along, I'm excited. I'm very excited, because it means I'm closer to summer. I get to work remote in the summer, so another heavy, heavy win and motivator for summer. Okay, next question. Have you bought a cowboy hat yet? You know what? I haven't, and I'm really annoyed with myself because I really need to get my cowboy hat. I already know they're probably sold out at this point. I need to get my cowboy hat. I think I'm going to research some cowboy hats tonight if I have some time because I really need to get my cowboy hat. I need to be ready. Next question is, but did you cry at 16 Carriages? I didn't cry, but I was definitely moved. I don't cry very often with music, which I know might be strange because I'm deeply moved by music in many ways, both like emotionally, but also just like physically, like I gotta move. If it's a good beat, like I'm moving, quite frankly. But I don't cry very often with music. I don't cry very often with movies either. It's not, I don't know. So I didn't cry, but I was very moved. And I think it's a beautiful song. And I'm actually excited about that because I think that, country music is really, I think, known for storytelling, right? Because you kind of strip down a lot of the noise, quote unquote, right? Obviously it's music, but you strip it down to like almost acoustic. It sounds very, at least the little that I've heard. I am no country music expert, so don't come for me. But the versions I've heard make it seem very like acoustic feeling, like very stripped down, like very about the lyricism, very much about the storytelling. So I feel like this, and a lot of people have said this, but I feel like this one, we're going to get more vocals, which I know people have been yearning for because a lot of people are not down with rap Beyonce, and I can respect it. So I think we're going to get a lot of vocals, but I also think it's going to be very personal. Like that's what I'm expecting anyway. More personal, I think, than Renaissance was. So, yeah. So I'm interested to see, obviously. Goes without saying. I'm excited and interested to see what she's going to do with this project. Okay, next question is, what artist collabs do you want to see on Act 2? Before I answer this question, y'all, I got a bone to pick with y'all. Like, I keep seeing everyone calling it Renaissance Act 2, which is not what Domi did. This is Domi's question. Shout out to Domi. But I don't think it's going to be Renaissance Act 2, y'all. Like, I think it was Act 1 Renaissance. It's now it's going to be Act 2 something else. Just like a clarification. Anyways. Sorry. Okay, so what artist collabs do you want to see on Act 2? Girl, I wish I could tell you, but I don't listen to country like that. My assumption, based off following this woman for her entire career, basically, is that she will have throwbacks to older Black country artists that didn't get the shine that they should have gotten in the genre. So I think there'll be callbacks to them. Now, whether or not they'll be featured, I don't know, but I'm sure they'll be sampled and credited, therefore paid. Pay attention. And I'm hoping that she might collab with some younger Black country artists. That's what I'm hoping, but I don't know for sure. There's been like some rumors about her coming back. I think I talked about this in my last whichever one the Super Bowl commercial was and the announcement of Act 2. Was that my last video? The video before that? I don't know. But I think she might, well, I don't know if I think it's true or not, but what I've heard is that people think she might like bring back Lady Gaga to do like a Telephone Part 2, which like Gaga and country, I can see it. because Gaga has pipes. But that's like an interesting analogy to me. And there never was like a part 2 to Telephone, which I haven't listened to Telephone in a minute. But once I heard those rumors, I had to go back. I think I was watching like Watch Mojo or something, or Miss Mojo. I was watching one of those channels, and they played like a little bit of the video, and I was like, hold up, like Telephone was a whole hit. I need to listen to it again. But yeah, they've been talking about that happening. I mean, that would be an amazing, obviously that's a huge name. That would be like I think internet breaking kind of collab. But yeah, I don't know, like Renaissance really didn't have many collabs at all. But it did have a lot of samples to folks that weren't given their due, you know, back when they were kind of at the peak of creating their music. Or weren't given as much recognition as they should be. So I'm assuming that she's going to follow suit with this. But also I'm just assuming because the woman's just unpredictable. Like this many years in the game and she's still unpredictable. I cannot. Anyways. And then the last question is, what we wear into the Rodeo Ranch tour? I'm dead. Not what we wear into the Rodeo Ranch tour. This is Bestie that put this in, y'all. He's wild. I don't know. First of all, I still need to get my cowboy hat together. Second of all, I don't know if she's doing a tour. There's been talks about her being like doing a Vegas residency, which she might do for this. I don't know what she's doing. All I know is that what a time to be alive, as I always say. What a time to be alive. Okay, I think I covered all the questions. Let me just see. Yes, I think I covered all the questions. I did leave, since we have some time, I did post an Instagram story recently about Latinx, or whatever letter you want to use, Latino, Latina. There's just so many iterations. Y'all know what I mean. Latin foods that are your favorite, like your favorite traditional Latin foods. And I got some fun responses. Let me know down below if there's other things that you want to share, because I know not everyone that follows me here follows me on Instagram, although I do highly recommend you follow me on Instagram for the latest updates. But let me know down below favorite traditional Latinx foods if you didn't already respond on Instagram. And then also let me know what y'all are bringing to a barbecue. If you get invited to a barbecue and it's like a potluck style, you got to bring something. What are you bringing? Let me know down below. So there's a few things you need to let me know down below. One, your fave Beyonce album, or if you're just streaming these 2 singles, that's cool too. 2, your favorite traditional Latinx food, if you have one. 3, what are you bringing to the barbecue? I need the info for research purposes, okay? Research purposes. AKA for things that I want to bring to the shop. Wink, wink. So, let me know down below. I'm excited. I'm excited to be able to share what's coming in new releases. So I did post one of the things on stories. I'm hoping that by the time you guys see this, I'll have like an actual post on IG. I'm hyper fixating on full boxes. That's what I'm doing, to be quite frank. But we do have another exclusive art set coming. And you know that those are super fun. So, and I have heard y'all, because I know some folks want to see some non-pop culture things. I will tell you that this next exclusive set is pop culture. But I do have ideas for some non-pop culture things that should be coming within the next few months. I think once this release happens, I'll take kind of a break, because I don't know. I was very surprised with the response to last releases. I don't know what's going to happen these releases. I'm both excited and a little nervous, but mostly excited. But I think after that, I probably will take a bit of a break, both for, physically. I'll need a break, I'm sure, after this. And financially, I will need a break after this as well. So I think I'm going to take a break, and then I hope to pick it back up. I'm thinking maybe early April. It really depends. It's tough because that timeline coincides with when work picks up a little bit more. But again, spring is better than fall, so I think we'll be good. But I'm excited. I'm excited for all the things that have come to the shop. I can't thank everyone enough for their love, all the love you've shown the shop and shown me. I'm just eternally grateful. But yeah, we're basically done with the week, but I figure I'd let you guys know it was kind of a trash week. This was the first week of classes, so it was just super busy at work and stressful and overwhelming as per usual. So it definitely wasn't a good week to talk through plans anyway. So you guys didn't you guys didn't miss much except misery, which you can probably tell by the stickers that I chose to lay down. So, but anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video and the spread. I love how everything turned out. I'm probably going to finish you guys up with some music here. I'm just finishing up with Sunday, so there's not too much left of the video, but thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. And subscribe before you go so you don't miss out on planning content and new releases, which are coming and I'm super excited about. Don't forget to follow me over on Instagram for the latest updates, and I'll see y'all real soon. Bye.